That should be good. Alrighty, guys. I start talking. What's up, Anthony's Wrestling News and Unboxings? Alrighty, we're getting some people in here. What is up, guys? We're doing our 3 days in a row. We're doing live streams, guys. I told you yesterday I was going to do a live stream, and I just had to come up with an idea. But turns out we're going to be taking a close look at that Universal Championship that I talked about yesterday. But yeah, Seth Rollins signed it, got to meet him in New York, and it was pretty lit. So we got 78 people right now. Heck yeah, guys. This is lit. We got, I believe, yeah, we got Bread Alive up in the house. What the heck is that, Bread Alive? But yeah, again, we're going to be taking a close look at the Universal Championship. Might as well do it now. We have 75 people watching. Let's take this bad boy down. Alright, this is like one of my prized possessions. I mean, before it got signed, it was just like any other championship. But because it got signed by freaking Seth Rollins, it's one of my prized possessions. So, taking a close look, we have it signed right there. Again, we have the SR, if you can make that out. Very nice. I was so, like, okay, I'm going to talk about my experience. So, basically, I was just waiting in line. I had a VIP pass, but my mom didn't have a VIP pass. So, basically, I didn't know what was going to happen, but they allowed her to take the picture for me. And she actually communicated a little bit with Seth Rollins. So, that was pretty cool. But originally he was just like, oh, I'm going to meet this lady. It turns out it was me. But anyways, I said, what's up? We got to talk for a little bit. He was super talkative. I've heard like, before I met Seth, I did my research, and I've heard a lot that he was like a jerk to people, but I'm like, I don't know. So I was just expecting the worst, and he was one of the nicest wrestlers I've ever met. Like, hands down, super cool dude. You could tell he wanted to talk longer. But, you know, the security were like, okay, we're going to keep moving and moving and moving. And so I was like, okay, I got what I got in. And luckily, I got the signed. And I'm like, hey, I want you to hold the championship in the picture. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, you're the champ. He's like, oh, not anymore. Because he did lose the title a few days prior to that. So, yeah, Seth Rollins signed. Again, I did have my Royal Rumble plates on there. I don't have the Seth Rollins side plates. But the reason why I put the Royal Rumble side plates on there is because I bought these when I was at the 2019 Royal Rumble, and Seth won the Royal Rumble to qualify for a championship match at WrestleMania, and he did win the Universal Championship. So I thought it was best that I put these Royal Rumble side plates on because, you know, it kind of signifies his win as Universal Champion. But there is the belt, guys. I know a lot of people disagree with me. I love the blue Universal Championship. I think it's great. But I'm a bigger fan of the red. Red is my favorite color, and I've always been a big fan of it, and I think it's great. And honestly, one of the coolest titles out there, or old. I mean, gosh, I sound like an idiot. I'm just trying to say, one of the coolest title belts. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just trying to like word my words correctly, but I'm spitting them out like an idiot. Hey, Bread Alive, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, this hat is freaking comfortable. Guys, go to jimmyjoseph.com. Pick up one of these hats. They're absolutely comfortable. Thanks, Bread Alive, for pointing that out. Thanks for mentioning it. But absolutely awesome hat, guys. Putting the Universal Championship back up there. I feel like I should, like, get a glass case for that. Like, I feel like I should frame it or something and, like, put a picture of me and Seth. Speaking of that, let me put up a picture of me and Seth. I know this is, like, really long overdue because I met Seth Rollins, like 4 months ago or something like that when I was in New York. But I just haven't found the time to do it. But here is me and Seth with that exact Universal Championship. So there's the picture. It's freaking insane, guys. Seth actually touched that title. And it looks like legit. Like, usually you see them holding replicas and it doesn't look real. But that looks like he's actually holding the real Universal Championship in that picture. It doesn't look small or anything. It looks like that's his belt. So I don't know. That's freaking sick. Bird Alive, yo, legit, I am thinking about picking up the spinner title belt behind you. What's your opinion? Here, you get an up-close look for you, Bird Alive. What's my opinion on the spinner? My opinion is it's my favorite championship I have, to be honest. Next to the Universal Championship, hands down, this is like one of my oldest belts, but it's one of my hands down favorites. Like, dude, like, it's heavy as hell, man. It's really freaking heavy. Like, one of the heaviest belts I have. I know I usually say belts are, like, heavy, but they're heavy for a belt. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're like 100 pounds. I'm just saying, like, it has some weight to it. Like, a 10-pound championship is pretty heavy for, like, something on a piece of leather. But it's really heavy, and it spins nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. You could also get side plates made for it, but it's heavy. If you're down to pick one up, I would definitely pick one up. Out of all the championships I have, if I had to keep one and get rid of the rest, I would keep this spinner. I mean, next to the Universal Championship because it's signed by Seth, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I'm going to get into some questions. Christopher Rios, my Universal belt is signed by Seth too. Guys, just let me know. Is my voice too loud? Because I have this microphone up here. Just let me know if like my voice is too, like, if it's muffled or something like that. But I don't usually have my microphone for my live streams. Can you hold the yellow IC title? Yeah, I will. Stay for a little bit later for the live stream, and I definitely will. But right now I'm going to answer some questions just because I've been blabbering my freaking mouth. What is your opinion on the 24/7 title? Can you grab it, please? Yes, I will. I like the 24/7 title. I don't think that they're really doing anything with it right now other than, I think it's still on Riddick Moss. Could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Riddick Moss. What are your thoughts on Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt Ultimate Deletion? It was pretty good. Did you watch AEW Dynamite last night? I watched a little bit of it. I didn't catch all of it, but I did watch a little bit of it. And it was pretty good. I mean, I thought that freaking Brody Lee, a.k.a. Luke Harper, being the I forget my words, guys. The freaking... Anyways, he's in the Dark Order. But yeah, he's in the Dark Order, and then Matt Hardy showed up as well, so that was pretty sick. But is it just me, like, or did AEW do a little bit better of a job doing a show in front of a empty crowd than WWE does? And maybe it's because it was an arena, and they had some people making some noise and stuff, but I thought they did a little bit better of a job, to be honest. I also thought it was pretty awkward when Matt Hardy showed up and he was just standing up there like this, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Matt Hardy!" He's like, like for freaking like 30 seconds, he's like, I'm like, I get that's your gimmick, man, but you look like a complete freaking idiot just standing up there holding your hands up and smiling and stuff. Tony Stockman, there's your shout out. Thoughts on Bray Wyatt Fiend Championship? I think it's good. I mean, it's not prestigious in any way. I think it's pretty cool. Good, pretty cool piece of art. Can you do a video and you try on your replica? Jack Kuchik? Sure. Tell Tanner Black I said hi. I will, Zane. What does the logo on your hat? Oh, this logo right here is Jimmy Joseph, Jimmy Joseph. It's a clothing line. I also got their t-shirt on right now. I did just do a video unboxing a ton of their merch. So make sure to go to jimmyjoseph.com. jimmyjosephwear.com, of course. That's what's really, that's the URL. Can you do more videos on your belts? They are sick, tight, and proudy. Yes, of course. Ashraf M. Period. There's your shout out. Or dot. I don't know. Is Jimmy Joseph Brock Lesnar attire? No, Jimmy. That's Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's sponsors Brock Lesnar, not Jimmy Joseph. Little Monster, there is your shout out. Can you see your SmackDown ring? My SmackDown ring is upstairs, guys. I'm sorry about that. And I don't want to leave the chat. So any questions you have, please send them out. Can you please read this comment? I live in Ohio. I live in Toledo, Ohio, and that means I'm a Rockets fan. The craziest thing, and I'm a Toledo Rockets. And that is cool, Noah Daniel. There's your shout out. A huge shout out to CWC fans. I used your ringside code. I really appreciate it, guys. Sorry we haven't been having a lot of ringside videos on here lately. As you know, there's the whole pandemic thing going down across the globe. That means that Mattel factories and stuff like that are closed and they're not making figures, I guess, or something like that. But yeah. Is your last name Black? My last name is not Black. My last name is Tahunchuk. But Tanner Black's last name is Tanner Black. I always like confusing you guys on that one. Can you read this comment? Can I get a shout out first of all? And I'm a young wrestler, and can I have some words of wisdom? WWE Carpet Universe. Words of wisdom to new wrestlers out there. First things first, go to a few training sessions, and you may think you really want it, but those first few sessions of training will either make or break you. And you'll really know if you really want it. But if you really do want it, attend training. Like my first year of training, I went every single day, and it kicked my butt, but I learned a lot during those times, and now I have a lot of experience in wrestling and stuff. But that's some wisdom. Wear knee pads, wear elbow pads, stay away from wrestlers you don't feel comfortable wrestling with. But there's some words of wisdom. More wisdom might pop up later. I don't know, but that's just some stuff. So let me know if that works for you. John Cena or Bray Wyatt? I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt. I mean, John Cena. Like, I just watched a WWE 24 on the WWE Network, Kofi Kingston's WWE 24, and it really opened up my mind to something. Like, we all want to see John Cena hit the 17th title, his 17th title reign, and that would be great. But at the same time, I learned something from that Kofi Kingston WWE 24. There's guys in that WWE that are there for years upon years, and they never get their opportunity at a heavyweight championship or world title. They never get their opportunity, and the guys that come after them when they do. And that was Kofi. Kofi didn't ever have an opportunity for the title for 11 years, and then he finally won it last year, and it was such an emotional moment. I actually teared up watching that WWE 24. But I think it would be best if Cena just was done. You know what I mean? I mean, I love Cena. I think he's great. But obviously he's more invested in his Hollywood career than he is in WWE now. And obviously he wants other guys to take over and take his spot, take his role. I think Roman... Sorry, I kicked my tripod. I already think he's on his way out. Already seems like he wants to do Hollywood movies and stuff like that. I hope not. I think Roman should continue wrestling and become one of the greatest of all time. Do you love Roman Reigns? I love Roman Reigns. He's my current favorite wrestler next to Daniel Bryan. What would you do if CM Punk returns and wins the Universal Championship? I would go freaking insane. Triple H or HBK? It's always going to be Triple H, but I think HBK is one of the greatest of all time. My personal favorite is Triple H, but I think HBK overall is better than Triple H. Just not my... I mean, in my opinion, personally, I like Triple H more, but HBK, I think overall is better. Seems like you guys really want me to hold that yellow Intercontinental title, so I will go get that right now. Alright, sloppy as hell. There's the yellow Intercontinental Championship. One of my favorites. I have I mean, they're all, I'm always going to say one of the others, one of my favorites. But this is truly one of my favorites. The spinner, this one, the Universal, some of my favorites. But there's the Ultimate Warrior yellow Intercontinental title. This is always going to be one of the most iconic championship titles. I mean, not just the Intercontinental title design, but the strap being yellow. It's just iconic from Warrior winning both the WWF Championship and the Intercontinental title in the main event of WrestleMania. That's always just going to be so epic. And yeah, So, yep. And the cool thing is that if you ever pick up an Intercontinental title, funny story, they always say with the titles on WWE Shop that they're the exact mold of the ones on TV. Where the ones like the WWE Championship and the WWE Universal, those are not actually molded from the one you see on TV. The ones on TV are much heavier, much thicker. But if you want a really accurate championship, get the Intercontinental. This is size, just it's pretty much perfect. I mean, it's pretty much the exact same one on TV. So if you want one that is exactly like the one on TV, pick up the Intercontinental title. Doesn't matter if it's on the black strap, white strap, yellow strap. The plates themselves, they're not as curved as the one on TV, but they are the ones from TV. Same mold. Are the WWE titles on TV real gold, Brian Bradley? I'm sure they probably have a layer of gold over them. You're super lucky. I love Seth Rollins. Thank you very much. I love Seth Rollins too. He's one of the greatest. What do you think about Gronkowski? It's interesting. I don't want to see him like... If he's really good at wrestling, then push him to the moon and back. But if he sucks at wrestling, like, no way, Jose. You have any questions, guys? Let's read this one. How you doing after me saying that I wasn't able to meet you on Raw a few years ago? Johnny Gaming, I'm sorry. I don't usually get to meet everybody. But if you ever see me at a show, guys, like, do not hesitate. All right? Don't feel scared. Just come up and say hi. I'm not going to bite. But, you know, I won't be going to shows for a while because you know why. Just go look at the news. Can I get a hi, Eric Chavez Hernandez? Yes, you can. Can I do a giveaway? I probably will do a giveaway as soon as this whole pandemic thing is over. Are you going to WrestleMania 37? Yes, I am. No matter what, I'm going to go. Even if they're the crappiest seats in the whole arena, I still want to go. But yeah, it's like a 2-hour drive from me with traffic, so... Raw or SmackDown currently? Currently, I'm enjoying Raw right now, to be honest. But I think the current Raw and SmackDown are pretty much exactly the same, just because there's no crowd. But you know, I'm always gonna favor SmackDown more, just because it's like, even like, I don't know. I think it's kind of like, it's like the underdog brand in my opinion. Like, it's the underdog brand. Like, Raw is always gonna be the A brand, but that's why I like SmackDown more. Because in 2016, SmackDown was lit. AJ as WWE Champion, Cena as WWE Champion, Ambrose as WWE Champion. That was great. Miz holding the Intercontinental title throughout the majority of the 2016 SmackDown. 3-hour drive for me next year for WrestleMania. WWE fan 559. You must live in like San Diego or something then. Or Northern California. Who do you want to see beat Adam Cole for the title? To be honest, who I would want to see beat Adam Cole for the WWE for the Intercontinental Championship. Jeez, NXT Championship. Sorry, my brain is a little messed up today. It's raining. I'm tired. It's cold. I would love to see Roderick Strong turn on Adam Cole and win the NXT Championship. I know that's not a popular opinion, but I think if anybody turns on the Undisputed Era, it needs to be Roderick Strong, and he needs to beat Adam Cole for the championship. I know that's probably going to be Velveteen Dream, though. I think his wrestling, his moves and stuff are really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the gimmick, though. I think he's good at the gimmick, though. Red or blue Universal Championship? Red all the way. Oh, this is a really good question. I like these types of questions, guys. King Gaming, if you had to guess, who do you think would be WWE Champion going into WrestleMania 37? I'm going to say Edge. I know this sounds crazy. I'm going to make a prediction right now, guys. I'm going to say Edge wins the WWE Championship this year. Before the end of the year, Edge will be champion. If they do it with Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, they should do it with Edge. I mean, he signed a 3-year deal. Might as well put the belt on him right now, going into Mania next year. What I think should happen, though, is I think that it should be Drew McIntyre, holds the title for 3 or 4 months, drops it to Seth. Says Seth holds it till the end of the year, and then maybe Edge beats him at like TLC or maybe WrestleMania next year. I'm not sure. I definitely think Rollins should be the one to beat Drew McIntyre. I don't think there's anybody else good enough on Raw right now to dethrone McIntyre when he does win the belt. But if Brock Lesnar is champ in WrestleMania 37, I will go bald. Huh. Okay. Come on, guys. Give me those questions. Give me some predictions. I want to hear your guys' interesting predictions. What you think should happen. I bet that WWE superstars from both Raw and SmackDown felt awkward talking to an empty arena in front of a camera. Johnny Gaming, I definitely agree. Come on, guys. Give me some predictions. What do you think is going to happen at WrestleMania 36? CM Punk WWE champ, that would be cool. I think Edge will hit a phenomenal spear and make Randy lose, and Randy Orton tries to get his revenge at the next pay-per-view. Noah Daniel, that is a good prediction. If you were offered a big paycheck, would you take a body slam onto tax? If I was offered like $2,000, I would do it. But until then, no. Maybe even bigger than $2,000. I do not going into my back. That's a stupid idea. I mean, not your idea, but in my part, if I said yes, I would be an idiot. How old do you think Rollins will be when he retires? I think Rollins is gonna wrestle till he can't anymore, which is probably gonna be like 60 years old. I think Rollins is one of the people out there right now that honestly really loves the sport of pro wrestling, and I don't think he's gonna stop. And he's one of the guys that never leave the WWE. Like, he's always going to be one of the best in WWE and pushed to the top in WWE. And I think he's going to go down as probably one of the greatest of all time eventually one day. Can you do WWE action figure matches? Sure. Tanner Black is going to be a surprise entrance in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Thomas Norris. Agreed. What do you think about Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak? Brownface Vlogs. Good to see you again, Brownface Vlogs. What do I think about that? I think that they're a good matchup. I think that they should start teaming up more often. Maybe become a tag team. I think it's... I don't know. I like the way it happened, though. I mean, it's not like that one of them is going to turn on one another because they already had their one-on-one match. So if they're teaming up right now, I think it's good. I don't know. Maybe win the tag belts or something. I honestly think Bryan should be in the ladder match at Mania for the Intercontinental Championship. I think he should win it, to be honest. It could be Sheamus, though, winning the title he never lost. What? Ooh, this would be a good idea. Tell me what you guys think of this. Maybe Sheamus wins the ladder match and Bryan is the one to beat him for the title. Do you think Dean Ambrose will ever return to WWE? That's pretty hard to say. It's possible. I don't think so, though. What WWE belt are you going to get next? That's a tough one, man. I'm not quite sure. I'm not really looking to get any WWE belts right now. I'm looking more towards AEW and New Japan. Custom titles being made. I probably will end up getting the Blue Universal Championship or the Intercontinental title. But not for a while. Do you have the 24/7 championship? Yes, I do. You have the Jakks Pacific Sonic the Hedgehog bendable figure? I do not. I think during the AJ Styles and Undertaker match, when AJ Styles is about to lose, the OC will come in and try to disqualify, but AJ Styles mocks the Undertaker and he gets mad. That's a good idea. Would you enter deathmatch for $10,000? Heck no. No, 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 no. I'm not in the mood to get my face cut open for 10 grand. Face is too important. Live your life with a cut up face because of a death match, that would suck. If you were offered a WWE contract, how many years would you want to be in it for? As long as I could be in it for. As long as they want me. Hopefully for a long time. You should join GTS. I would definitely like to join GTS, but the problem is I live on the other side of the country. I live in California, and GTS takes place in New Jersey, so that wouldn't really work out. I think Nicholas will return and become beat Brock Lesnar and become WWE champion. That would be hilarious, guys. What was that question? Do you think AEW had the more entertaining empty arena show? I do think so. On a better show. Can we get Tanner Black vs. Grimm on GTS? I would be down for that. Do you think AEW will use Matt Hardy correctly? It depends. I think that they're going to give him creative freedom. I think they're going to allow him to do whatever he wants with this character. But yeah, I think they will. I think that's the problem with AEW. I think the AEW needs to stop bringing all these people in, like big names, because they already have a ton of big names, to be honest. They already have Kenny Omega, they have Adam Page, they have all these guys from the Elite, and I don't feel that they're using some of them correctly. I think that Kenny Omega should be one of the top guys right now. I think that he should be AEW World Champion right now. I think they should at least be pushing him to be one of the top faces. I mean, Kenny Omega, he's one of the world's favorite wrestlers, one of the best in the world. And I would think that they would be using him as the face of their brand, you know what I mean? Building him up to that. But instead they have him as tag team champion. Who will beat Moxley for the AEW World Title? I want it... Oh, man, I just missed it. I want it to be Pac, but I think MJF or Kenny. I don't think it'll be Pac. I think it should be either Kenny or... I don't think it should be MJF either. I think MJF should win the title for a while. Would you rather beat Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan on their phone? I mean, wait, sorry. On their phone, I read that wrong. Would you rather beat Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan at their prime? I would rather beat Hulk Hogan in his prime. Tanner, how old is Skyler? Skyler, I think he's around 12 or 13. I usually say he's 13 years old. But you guys will never know. Can I go to WrestleMania, please, and live stream? I cannot, because it's empty there. There ain't going to be no people there. I also heard a rumor that there's going to be that there's going to be like multiple locations for WrestleMania. So I don't know what the heck that's going to be about, but... I think Roman Reigns will beat Goldberg for the Universal Championship because when Goldberg tries to do a jackhammer, Roman Reigns will kick out of it and hit the spear in the Superman punch for the win. That would be cool. Guys, I have 6 minutes before I have to leave the live stream, so get your questions out there or your predictions. Kitty, no. This is my cat. He's been trying to interrupt in the live streams for the past 2 days. His name's Baby Gray. There he is. That's my cat. He's a cool cat. He's the king of the cats. The king of kings. Triple Gray. Who should retire Triple H? Randy Orton. Seth Rollins. Who do you think will face Bayley at Mania for the title? And do you think will dethrone her? Probably Sasha Banks. Maybe Maybe Paige. I don't know. That's, I think, what they're trying to hint at right now. What's your least favorite title? My least favorite title? Probably like the Raw Women's title or something like that. Are you going to live stream? Are you going to be live streaming tomorrow or later on? Maybe. It depends. Should the big golden plate title? The big gold, the world heavyweight title? I predict that Edge would win Universal Championship before Roman Reigns. I don't know about that. If you would buy a double of one or of your replicas, what would it be? I already have double of this one right here, the WWE current championship, this one right here. I already have 2 of those. Eek. I have a commemorative one. This one's commemorative. I don't have it on the wall because I don't have room for it. It is the commemorative. Probably can't even tell the difference, but it's plastic. Still love it though. If you can't afford the replicas, definitely get the commemoratives. They're still really good titles. The commemorative looks very stiff. The only reason why it is stiff is because the plates aren't heavy, so there's no weight to push the leather down or anything like that, so it's kind of stiff. But no, this is the non-commemorative one. The one that has some weight to it. This one bends really easily because it has some weight to it. Okay. What do you do for the rest of the day? What will I do? Stay at home. That's what I'm required to do. I just ordered my Universal Championship on Ringside and user code. Awesome! PokeVerge TCG. Thank you very much. Discount code Tanner saves you 10% at Ringside Collectibles. If you use that code, you get 10% off your order. That's where I got all my figures from, so definitely go and check that out. Jeez, you guys just freaking loaded up the comments. Hot take, Roman Reigns is the worst WWE champion of the 21st century besides Jinder Mahal. I do not agree with that at all. I think the worst WWE champions so far have been Jinder Mahal, let's say Bray Wyatt's WWE title reign. Not the Universal. The Universal was good, but the WWE one kind of sucked. I think Cena, I guess. I mean, Cena's 16th title reign really did suck. Orton's recent title reign, I think it's his 14th, sucked. Roman was pretty good. I liked Roman's title reigns. I thought they were good. He won it the first time at Survivor Series, then got cashed in on by Sheamus and lost. Then he won it back on an episode of Monday Night Raw, and then he lost it at the 2016 Royal Rumble in the Royal Rumble match against Triple H. And then he won it back at WrestleMania, and then defended it twice against AJ Styles, and then lost it to Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins lost it to Dean Ambrose. So... Tanner, how many dogs do you have? I have 1 dog. I used to have 2. I had 2 dogs like 2 weeks ago, but one of them I had to put down because it was old. If you could pick one person to win a WWE World Heavyweight Championship, who would it be? Drew freaking McIntyre. I want him to win. Any tips on collecting WWE late figures? When you start your collection, pick 5 of your favorite wrestlers and get those action figures. And the best place to get them, I would say, if you want cheap action figures, I just watched Brother Live's live stream on this. He gave the same exact or similar info or input that I'm about to give you. But go to Amazon if you want cheaper WWE figures, but they're not going to be as cool and not as good and not as cool as the ones on Ringside Collectibles. You can get all the new and good ones at Ringside Collectibles. using discount code Tanner to save 10%. But that's my advice. Pick 5 of your favorite wrestlers and go on from there. So if I think it looks pretty cool, I'll get it, even though I don't like Jinder Mahal. Like that one with the yellow gear, Target exclusive one. I thought that was a sick freaking action figure, but oh, how do you say that? Quizro Bros? Quiro's Bros. That is hilarious that you asked Brett that question as well. I'm probably going to get the U.S. Championship. Awesome. You definitely should. I love the United States Championship. Do I like Brock Lesnar? Yes, I do. Guys, I'm going to stop at the 37-minute mark. So I'm just going to wrap this up. Do I watch My Damn Toys? Yes, I do. Guys, I cannot wait for Hell's Gate on MDT Wrestling. Can I get a buy, Tanner? Eric Chavez Hernandez. See you, man. See you, everybody. Last shout out, Yadira Lopez. Alrighty, thanks for all the donations and stuff. Again, guys, you're not required to donate or anything like that. I'm just pointing that out. If you want to support the channel and you're over 18, go ahead. But that's your decision. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Look out for more videos and more live streams. Thanks for tuning into this one. Thanks for watching, guys. WWE Fan Talk Show. Stay safe. Out.